All right, thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. I'd like to call this meeting to order and acknowledge that we are in Treaty 1 territory, the home and traditional lands of the Anishinaabe, Ojibwe, Innu, Cree, and Dakota peoples, and in the national homeland of the Red River Métis. Our drinking water comes from Shoal Lake 40 First Nation in Treaty 3 territory. The panel members with me today are Marla Billinghurst and Gisela Rempel. The Assessment Department personnel today is Kara Kaplevy, and our administrative personnel is Phoebe Graywood. To the Zoom participants of the hearing, please note you are placed in the waiting room until your property is called upon. When it is your turn, you will be admitted into the meeting. Kindly follow along on the City of Winnipeg's Board of Revision YouTube channel for the hearing process. Once the host admits you into the hearing, please close or mute your YouTube player. You will then be permitted to speak with respect to your property. Once your hearing is concluded, you can leave the meeting. We'll be hearing applications for revision of the assessment roll in accordance with the Municipal Assessment Act. The matters for which revision is requested have been described in each application, and we will limit discussion to those matters. The statements that are made at this hearing are sworn testimony, and anyone speaking to the matters must be sworn in. Be advised, the comparisons of assessments of properties are not considered evidence of market value by the Board of Revision. The Board of Revision is appointed annually by Council and is independent audit and the City Administration. It makes its decisions on the basis of the evidence provided at this hearing and issues a written order that will be mailed to all parties as soon as possible. Please note the Board's decisions with respect to an application may be appealed to the Manitoba Municipal Board if the matter pertains to assessed value or classification, or to the Court of King's Bench if the matter pertains to the application of exemptions from taxation. Should you wish to appeal, information on how to do so will be included with the Board's order. With respect to the hearing process, I will confirm the points of appeal with your property to be addressed with each applicant following swearing in. We will then have the assessor's testimony, followed by questions that the applicant may have, and then the applicant's testimony followed by questions. Each side will have an opportunity to summarize if they wish. Once all of the evidence about an application has been brought forward, the applicant may leave. The process will repeat for each item on the docket today. The session will close after all the applications have been heard, and the Board will deliberate in private and make its decisions. You will receive the Board's decision by registered mail as soon as possible. As information, all public hearings are live streamed, recorded, and will be part of the public record. We will be hearing items 1, 2, 5, and 8 on our docket today. And Ms. Graywood, could you please affirm the assessors and the first applicant's testimony?
Ms. Kaplevy, please state your full name.
Kara Kaplevy.
Do you affirm the evidence you're about to give at this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. And Mr. Masrur, Mr. Masrur, it looks like you're there as well. Can you state your full name?
Hossein Al Masrur.
Do you affirm the evidence you're about to give at this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Kaplevy, whenever you are ready, could you proceed with your evidence, please?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. The roll number is 03092999-740 147 Roan Tree Avenue. It is in Bridgewater Trails neighborhood. It is a one-story side-by-side built in 2018 at 1,170 square feet. It has a walkout basement, no basement finish. It has one full bath, one half bath with a shower. It has central air conditioning and a single attached garage. The lot size is 2,982 square feet, and it's on a retention pond influence. The 2026 assessment roll is $441,000, which is $376.92 per square foot. All four comparables are in the same neighborhood, Bridgewater Trails. All comparables are one-story, side-by-side, built in 2018, and one is built in 2019. They all have walkout basements. The square footage of comparable 1 and 2 are 1,168 square feet. Comparable 3 and 4 are smaller than the subject at 997 square feet. Comparable 3 has basement finish. Comparable 1 and 2 have a total of 2 bathrooms. Comparable 3 and 4 have a total of 3 bathrooms. All comparables, like the subject, have central air and a single attached garage. Comparable 3 and 4 have a fireplace. The lot sizes of the comparable range from 2,556 square feet to 2,982 square feet. Comparable 1, which is the same as the subject for square footage. All comparables have the same land influence, the retention pond. And comparable 2 also has light traffic. The time-adjusted sales prices of the comparables during the reference year range from $403,000 to $466,000. The time-adjusted sales price per square foot is $393 to $454 per square foot. There's a map attached which show the subject and the comparables. The $441,000 is supported by the comparables, and I ask that it be confirmed. Thank you.
Just as a small note in the future, do you mind putting comp 1, 2, 3, that sort of thing on the labels on the map? Instead of us having to refer back using these long numbers to figure out which one we're talking about here. Especially in a case like this where 2 of them are much smaller than the other 2.
Yeah, the addresses are noted there. This is the way it's always been done. So I guess that's an issue that's going to have to be taken up with our department.
Okay. Just makes it slightly easier than. Okay. All right. So, applicant, do you have questions of Ms. Caplevy about the information that she has provided?
So, Mr. Chair, I have no objections about the information that the assessor has provided. Okay, those
Okay.
are hard numbers. They are very good, and I have no objections about them. But I do understand that the board takes the comparable market price of adjacent properties into consideration, having the most weight. But I do want to bring out something else to your attention
Well, okay,
regarding the property.
we'll have a chance to do that later. Right now, it's just the opportunity to ask your questions, and you're saying that you don't need to ask any questions for clarification. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, then we'll move on to the panel members. Ms. Rempel, do you have any questions?
I just have one question, and I'm wondering, I see that Mr. Marsour, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, is not the owner of this particular home. And I'm wondering if we have authority from the owners to have Mr. Marsour represent them?
Actually, I am the owner of the
Oh.
property.
Where am I looking? I'm looking at the wrong property. I apologize for that. I don't have any further questions at this time. Thank you.
Sure. Ms. Billinghurst, do you have questions?
No questions.
Just a point of clarification for me. The first 2 comps, lower time adjusted sale price per square foot. The other 2 are higher. Is that attributable solely to the fact that they are smaller square footage?
Smaller square footage, smaller lot size. I would just say yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, so then, Mr. Mansour, we'll move on to your evidence.
So,
If you could provide that to us, please. Give us just a second, though, to open it up. All right, could you proceed?
yes. So, like I said, I agree with what the assessor has provided, but what I wanted to bring to the attention of the panel members on the board is the house got affected with mold in the basement. Okay. And right now we are having serious mold issues, and we have not yet been able to remediate this. And what I'm asking is, as an evidence, I have given you the photos of that black mold that happened. So my hope is, like, not hope, my evidence is, since the house got affected with mold, this should decrease the value of the house until it is fixed. Okay. That's one of my evidence that I have provided. The other photo that I provided is there is a crack in the main bedroom wall, and that crack happened because like we did not break it. It happened. People were saying that it's because of ground shift or ground movement. I don't know why it happened, but it did happen, and that should also decrease the property value. So this is what I am saying, that the house as it has been assessed, the assumption, I think the assumption is the house had been as it was since I purchased it, and the property value increased subsequently over the years. But since there has been damage to the house, uh, and these damages are not deliberate damages, we did not have control over that this will happen. This should be taken into consideration when assessing the property value of the house. And the third evidence that I have given is, we have a tenant in the house and he has broken the wall. I don't really want you. I have just presented another evidence that another damage has happened, and this should decrease, because if I go to sell this house in the property now, in the market now, nobody, a prospective buyer, will come in, see this mold, see this crack in the main bedroom, and they will say that no way, I'm going to pay 441,000 for the house. Okay, or whatever. So what I'm trying to say is, uh, what the assessor presented is all good. I agree with them. Those are hard fixed numbers. I want the panel to consider that there has been alterations unwillingly done, not done, I mean, that have happened to the house that I think potentially decreases the property value, and I want the panel to consider this. I'm done, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much. Ms. Caplevy, do you have questions?
Just one. Have you had anyone come into the house to assess your concerns?
Yes, yes.
And what did they say? Do you have a report? Do you have an estimate? What did they say?
They said that we have to, their recommendation was we have to spray foam the basement walls, okay? And their estimate for that was, the cost for that was about $6,000 to $8,000.
Okay, did they say about that? Because when I look at the picture, it's not mold, it's condensation. So you don't have that document with you?
I don't have that document. Like they, okay, they said they opened up that plastic, and then they said that it is actually mold that they're saying. They did not give me any report or anything. Like I brought in two companies, and both of them said the same thing, that the best thing to do is just spray foam it to get rid of future mold. See, they asked to give a fan, like to give air circulation. So that's why in the photo you'll see a fan.
Yeah, fan is usually for condensation. So, okay, I have no further questions. Thank you.
Ms. Billinghurst, do you have questions?
Yes. How long has there been this issue in your basement?
This has started since 2024 November.
Okay. And when did you have people come in to look at it?
I think in the month of December or January. Yeah.
Okay. And they just told you to try a fan first?
No, that's not the same. Oh no, sorry. So they said that the issue is air circulation. I did not have proper air circulation. So they said the for sure there is mold that needs to be fixed. But in order to prevent further spreading of this mold, they asked me to apply proper ventilation and air circulation. And they suggested that for the time being, as a temporary measure, I put a fan in there. But they said that this mold issue needs to be fixed because it is mold, and they said that this is going to deteriorate the air quality and the tenants' health.
Okay, so then how come you haven't fixed it?
Good question, Ms. Bellinger. I just don't have the money yet to go about doing that. I like, it's a lot of money for me to fix it, and I am saving up, and I plan to do it soon, but I just don't know. I cannot put a timeline to what soon is.
Okay, so do you live in this house?
I do live in the well, no, I don't. This is a rental property, so when the house is not occupied, that's when I come in. But it's a rental property.
It's a rental property? Okay, so how much rent do you get on the house?
So every month, my tenant pays $2,287, $2,287, and that includes water, internet, electricity, and gas.
Okay, thank you. Those are all my questions. Thank you.
Ms. Rempel, do you have questions?
I'm wondering if you know what the source of the damage was in the first place.
Yes. So when the people came in, they said that the wall that you're looking at is the exterior wall. So they said that because in the winter month, the outside concrete is very cold and inside is warm, that created condensation early on. And from that condensation, this turned into mold. So as you noted, that the house was built in 2018. So the people who came in, they said that the condensation issue probably happened in the first 2 or 3 years. And since we are not aware of it, we didn't know about it, we are only notified when we saw the after effect of the condensation, which is the mold. So they said that it took some time for the condensation, and then this mold developed now.
So I'm assuming that there's no warranty left on the home at all.
That is correct. That is correct. I did contact with the builder, and I did contact and ask them if there is any warranty that I can take advantage of in order to fix this. And the builder said no, that there is nothing left on that.
And is the crack in the wall related to this as well?
No. So the crack in the wall, when I brought people in, they said that that is related to the ground shift, and that is something like they said that it happens, but when this happens, you have a problem in the structure and you need to fix it. And I just don't have the money now to fix that either.
Did you get an estimate for how much it might cost to fix the structural issue?
Yes. So when they came in, they told me like verbally that it will cost about 12 grand to fix that one.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what.
12 grand.
12 grand.
To fix that.
Okay.
Verbally, they said that. Yeah.
Okay, I think, oh, and did you say that there was nobody living in the property at the current time?
No. There is tenant,
Oh,
but
okay.
sometimes when the tenant leaves, like I don't have a continuous tenant, so I give it, for example, 1 year lease, right? When the tenant is not there, then I go and live in there. Okay, and then another tenant comes in, then I empty the house for the tenant. So the house is never unoccupied. That's what I'm trying to say.
So it's rented out at the current time?
At the present moment that you are speaking, it is rented out now. Yeah.
And can I ask you, what do you think would be reasonable in terms of an assessment for your home at this time?
Right. So, that's a good question. I am glad that you brought this up. So the thing is, if we talk about from the perspective of how much is going to be the repair cost for me, it's going to be 12 grand for the crack, $6 or $8 for the basement wall. We are talking about 20 grand, right? But if I try to sell the property in the market, the prospective buyer is not going to look at it that, oh, it's a 441K house and it will take 20K to repair. I'm going to give you 421K. I think it's a very negative connotation associated with mold. So they will probably go lower. So if you ask me what I think should be a proper value for the house based on its current condition, I would say it should range in about 395 to 405K.
Okay, thank you very much. That's all my questions.
Hey, this 12,000 figure that you just mentioned, this came from who?
So I talked to CAD modifiers. So they are a renovation company.
What is the name?
KAD modifiers.
And they looked at that one crack,
Yes. Yes.
and that's the only crack?
Yes, that's all.
And they said fixing that crack was $12,000?
Yes.
What do they do for $12,000 to fix that crack?
I don't know. They see. I am not a person who does work on the house. So they came in. They said that you have a crack. We have to fix the wall, like paint the wall, all this. So I am not really sure. If you are asking me what is the scope of work pertaining to the 12 grand, I don't know.
I see.
The same thing for the mold too. I don't know what they will do for the mold either. They came in, they said you have mold, we will spray foam it. I don't know what that means, but they said that's called for 6 to 8 grand.
So let's turn to the mold issue then. You've provided one photo of a portion of a wall or a small wall. And is that the only wall that has the
So
mold?
no. So that one of the wall and the wall to the left also have the same.
I see.
The two walls.
And who were the contractors that you brought in to tell you what to do about this?
So I brought in what was that guy's name? It was in December. Can I get 2 minutes and I'll tell you the name?
But well, to shorten it up, these are accredited contractors that you brought in?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. And they said this is black, or they said this is mold?
Yes, they said that it was condensation in the beginning, which has now turned into mold, and this has to be fixed
Okay.
at the moment. Yeah.
So it is two walls that need to be
walls, correct.
fixed?
That's correct.
And is it only these two walls that
That
would
is
be
correct.
spray foamed?
That is correct. That's
The
what they said.
remainder of the basement would not be spray foamed?
That's what they said. Yeah. They said that they inspected the remainder of the basement walls, and they said that those walls at the moment they are good. And that's why they said that if I don't put the fan or air circulation in, I might affect those walls too. But they said for the time being, those walls are fine. At the moment, these are the two walls that needs to be spray foamed.
Mm-hmm. And what percentage of the total wall area of the basement does the problematic area constitute?
Right. So the wall height is 9 feet. The wall width that we are looking at, small wall, that's around 5 feet. And the wall to the left, again, the wall height is 9 feet. And the width or the length of the wall, that is about 15 feet.
15 feet. And what percentage of the total wall area of the basement does that constitute? Roughly.
Okay,
Roughly?
Roughly, it will probably be about 10%.
10% of the wall area?
Yeah, 10 to 12%.
All right. Turning back to Ms. Kaplevy, the applicant is saying that people contractors have come in, said this is mold. You've looked at this photo. I'm sure you haven't seen this in person, but you've looked at this and you're saying that what we see as black on the insulation there is not mold?
Just based on the photos that were submitted, that is all I'm looking at. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And in your experience, you've seen insulation that is black like that and it turns that color without it being mold?
I can't tell you based on the photo that was submitted, that is my estimate. I mean, the photo's very hard to see. To me, it looks like condensation. I don't see black, right? But there was one photo submitted. I mean, we can do an inspection to further address these concerns, no problem. There had been contact with the department over the year and there was never any mention of this. So based on the photos that were submitted, there is no change.
Okay. That's all my questions. Panel members, do you have any further questions?
I'm fine, thank you.
No, I do not.
Okay. Ms. Caplevy, do you want to summarize?
Sure. Just based on the photos, I mean, the small crack is typical of a new house and settling. If there's lots of cracks, then there would be concerns. The photos that were submitted are minor issues. They don't impact the value. I believe that the comparables support the assessment of 441,000. Thank you.
Mr. Applicant, could you summarize, or would you wish to?
Like I said, I completely support your assessor's work in terms of what she has presented, but I want the panel to consider a different angle, the damage to the house, and I hope that I have been able to provide sufficient evidence for them to make a decision. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you very much. That
Mr.
concludes.
Chair,
Pardon me?
May I ask one more question?
Oh, yes, certainly.
Sorry, I'm just wondering when these photos were taken.
So this one, so I brought in two contractors to give an estimate for the mold issue. So this photo was taken after the first contractor came in. So the first contractor came in, he said, I have air circulation issue. So that's when I bought the fan, and before the second contractor came in, that's when I took this photo. So this was in about December 2024. And the same month, I took the other photo for the crack, December 2024.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. That concludes this item on our agenda.
Thank you.
And so we will move on to item number 2. Do we have an applicant present for item number 2?
We do not have an applicant present and we did not receive a registration.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear
No
that.
Sorry, no applicant and no registration. We have not received any contact from them.
All right, so then we will move this down to the bottom of our agenda to see if someone appears. That then brings us to item number 5. Do we have an applicant present for item number 5?
Again, no applicant, no registration for item 5.
We will move that one to the bottom as well. That then brings us to item number 8. Do we have an applicant present for number 8?
Yes, Mr. Brahan is here, and he comes for you.
All right. Could we have the swearing in of the applicant, and then we will go to the assessor for information.
Mr. Brahan, please stand. Please state your full name.
No, Brian.
Do you affirm the evidence you're about to give at this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. You can sit.
So we have a brief from assessment and taxation on item number 8, and we do not have a brief from the applicant. Is that correct? We will have verbal information.
Correct, yes.
All right. Ms. Caplevy, could you proceed?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The roll number of the subject property is 11-011-04-000, 537 Seven Oaks Avenue. It is in the Jefferson neighborhood. It is a one-story single dwelling built in 1952 with an effective year built of 1972. It is 1,210 square feet, full basement with basement finish. One full bathroom, one half bathroom with a shower. It has central air conditioning and a detached multiple garage. The assessed lot size is 4,999 square feet. Comparables 1 through 4 are all in the same neighborhood, Jefferson. They are all one-story single dwellings built between 1951 to 1958. The effective year built is between 1961 to 1973. All comparables have full basement, and comparables 1, 2, and 4 have basement finish. Comparable 3 has 1 full bath. Comparable 1, 2, and 4 have a total of 2 bathrooms. All comparables have central air conditioning. Comparable 1, 3, and 4 has a detached multiple garage. Comparable 2 has a detached single garage. The lot sizes range from 4,671 square feet to 6,010 square feet. The time adjusted sales price is $324,000 to $393,000. The time adjusted sales price per square foot is $306 to $332. There was a sale in October 2020 for $300,000. The 2026 assessment roll is $344,000 with $284.30 per square foot, which is supported by the 4 comparables. There is a map enclosed that shows the subject and the comparables. Thank you.
Hey, Mr. Applicant, do you have questions about this information that has been presented by the assessor?
Yes, I do.
Proceed.
Okay. So the garage has a leak from the underneath.
Rather than presenting us with new information, do you just have questions about the information that
No,
in order to clarify in your mind what she's saying?
no, I don't.
No, you don't? Okay, then we'll pass on to the panel members to see if they have questions. Excuse me. Ms. Rempel, do you have questions?
I have no questions at this time, thank you.
Ms. Billinghurst?
No questions.
One question for Ms. Kaplevy, and that is the subject is a little more east and or west rather, and it is in the middle of the areas where the comparable properties are. This neighborhood, is it all very uniform? Is it a very homogeneous neighborhood? Are there different characteristics, say up where the properties are on Kilbride and Belmont versus down, say, at McAdam? Or would the market see these properties as all being in the same area, same general characteristics as the subject?
I cannot speak on the area personally, but I would agree with your last statement. It's all in the same neighborhood. It's all, I can't see what street that's in, but it's all within close proximity. So yes.
Okay. Have you any idea what the neighborhood boundaries are for this particular neighborhood? No?
No, I do not.
Okay. So we don't know if they're on the edge of a boundary or not. Okay.
No.
All right. Well, that's all my questions. Then let's turn to the applicant's information. Could you provide us with the information that you would like us to know about?
Okay. So the house has additional bedroom. It's about 200 square feet. And then underneath there was no insulation. So in the winter it gets really cold. And in the summer it gets very hot. So recently, as recent as 3 weeks, they did a spray foam insulation underneath in the crawl space, so that can prevent the winter from the cold. And additionally, the garage has a leak, like if it rains or in the winter from the sides. They didn't, when they built it, they didn't put the little foundation that they usually build with the garage. So there's just a wood frame underneath the plywood. And there's always a leak water that comes into the garage. So I had to put a silicone all around it, but still somewhat it's leaking.
Okay. Anything else?
And the location of the area, and that's basically it.
Sorry, what about the location?
I feel like it's almost in the north end, and due to the age of the house as well, the year built.
You're saying that its location and its age are factors that,
Mostly,
Would-
yeah, that's most of the, yeah,
and they would detract from the value. Is that what you're saying?
yes,
Is there anything else?
no.
Ms. Kaplevik, do you have questions?
No, I do not.
Ms. Billinghurst?
Yes, so you said that there is a crawl space under the bedroom that you had to put spray foam in, is that correct?
Yes, they did spray foam, mid high density spray foam, I believe.
Okay, so was this bedroom an addition to the house?
Yes, so it's 1,200 square feet, so it's about originally, I believe it's about 1,000 square feet. And that additional bedroom has a walk-in closet, and due to the square feet of that additional bedroom and its closet, it's about 200 square feet total. So
Okay, when was this addition added to the house?
I don't know. I bought it when it was already there.
Okay,
I didn't even know it was additional until later on. So.
okay, perfect. Thank you. Those are my questions.
Ms. Rempel?
Yes, I'm wondering about this spray foam insulation, density spray foam insulation, how much that would have cost you?
2,100.
$2,100. And the other thing I am wondering is about the garage. You said you had silicone sprayed it or had it.
I did my own.
You did that
like
yourself?
Window silicone,
Mhm.
the white ones then. So I just prevent water from coming in.
Okay. Do you think that the garage needs replacement? Is that?
The ground is like cracking from all around, and I spent close to 50 grand on the house. I just shingles the same time. So I just couldn't afford to repair that as soon as maybe this year or next year. So
Yeah. So it's something that has to be done.
Then yeah, because the garage doesn't have a, like, they usually have that cement that
Yes,
comes up. It doesn't have anything. It's just the wood
okay,
that's underneath.
okay, so that's gonna have to be done at some point in time. Because the house was built in 1952, obviously. Okay, I think that's all my questions, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. The addition of the bedroom was done when?
I don't remember. I don't know.
This is
It was-
before your time.
Before I
As-
bought
oh,
it, yeah.
as owner.
Yeah.
Okay. And it was only the underside of that room that had to be spray foamed?
Yes. So there, I found out when it gets really cold, I called HVAC to check the furnace duct, and then they notice it's additional, and then there's no insulation underneath.
Uh-huh.
That's how I found out it was additional bedroom.
I see. Okay.
Plus, there is a crack outside, but that crack is not a big deal. They told me Blue Max. I called them to come and check to put waterproofing for the foundation. I thought it was the foundation issue. Then they said it's just that additional where the additional structure is. That's where it started cracking, but they said it's a hairline crack, so it's not a big deal.
I see, okay. All right, that's all my questions. Panel members, do you have any follow-up questions? Okay, none. Ms. Capelletti, summary?
I just ask that the assessment be confirmed as the comparables support the subject property, so does the sale. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Applicant, do you wish to summarize?
No.
No? All right. That concludes this item then. Thank you very much for coming. We will deliberate, arrive at a conclusion at the end of our work here today, and you will receive an answer by mail as soon as possible. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So then let's move back to number 2. I assume we still do not have an applicant present. Is that correct?
Correct, yes.
All right. And is that the case with number 5 as well?
Correct, yes.
Okay. We will then take a short recess to deliberate to determine whether we are going to hear these in the absence of the applicant.
I'm just gonna put Ms. Capelletti in the waiting room for a moment.
Thank you very much. All right, we have recessed to consider whether the 2 items on the docket will be heard in the absence of the applicants. And we have decided that, yes, we will hear the information from the assessor and make a decision, produce orders with respect to both of these. So item number 2, Ms. Capelletti, could we have your information, please?
Sorry, Ms. Capelletti, you're still muted here 1 second.
Yes, sorry, I didn't hear anything you said.
I was just informing the thousands of people who are listening in here that we will hear these 2 that we recessed to consider. So we will be presented with your information, please, on the 2 items. Let's begin with number 2.
Okay, the subject is 1000000. I think I got enough zeros. 40600, 70 Wallingford Crescent. I have a recommendation for 2026 assessment to reduce the value from 560,000.
Is that number 2?
Oh, oh, sorry, I got the wrong one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Rose Garden. Okay, 87 Rose Garden Crescent. The subject is 03091712 It is in Bridgewater Lakes. It is a 2-story single dwelling built in 2012. It has 2,404 square feet with basement finish. There's a total of 4 full bathrooms. It has central air conditioning, 1 fireplace, an attached multiple garage, an in-ground pool, and an assessed lot size of 5,473 square feet. The comparables are all in the same neighborhood, Bridgewater Lakes. All comparables are 2-story single dwellings built between 2012 to 2015. Comparable 2 is basement finish. Comparable 1, 3, and 4 have a total of 3 bathrooms. Comparable 2 has a total of 4 bathrooms. All comparables have central air conditioning, a fireplace, and a detached multiple garage. I couldn't find any comparable sales in Bridgewater with a pool. The lot sizes range from 5,548 square feet to 6,332 square feet. The land influences range 2 and 3 a walkway, and 4 also has an external corner. Comparable 1 also has bus route and light traffic. The time adjusted sales price from April 1st 2021 to April 1st, 2023 range from 677,000 to 781,000. The time adjusted sales price per square foot is $280 to $325 per square foot. The 2026 assessment roll of the subject property is $742,000, which is $308.65 per square foot. Thank you.
Ms. Billinghurst, do you have questions?
No questions.
Ms. Rempel?
I have no questions, thank you.
No, I have no questions. So then that concludes item number 2. Should we move on to item number 5?
Okay. Okay, so let's try this again. 70 Wallingford. The roll number is 10000040600. It is in the neighborhood of Linden Woods. It is a 4-level split, single dwelling built in 1985. I have a recommendation for the 2026 assessment to reduce the value from $560,000 to the time adjusted sales price of $523,000.
And Ms. Rempel, questions?
I have no questions, thank you.
Ms. Billinghurst?
Did you have the opportunity to speak with the owner regarding the recommendation?
You know what? Actually, I did. I had a conversation with the owner, and she told me that her mother lived in the place and she would talk to her mom, and I never heard back from her.
Thank you. Those are all my questions.
Okay. And that 523 comes from where?
It's the time adjusted sales price to April 1st, 2023. This sale occurred in October 2021.
I see. Okay. All right. That then concludes item number 5. Thank you very much. And that means we have addressed all the items on the docket today, and this hearing is concluded. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.